So, please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Janvadiyasya Tanat Itarahatasa Chatasya Vigyan Surat Tinni Brahma Hrudiyadika Vaye Muyanti Asuraya Tijovari Mudam Yata Vinimayatra Trisarga Musaha Dhamna Sena Sada Nirastam Kukam Satyam Param Dhimai Nigama Kalpo Taragalitam Palam Sukamuka Darbya Samudam Pivat Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka Nashta Prajabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamastoke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki Om Narayanam Namaskrityam Narocha Vanarotam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudret. Please repeat after me. Visruja Sirasi Padam Vedami Aham Chatukarai Anunyaya Vidustebhya Teya Dautayar Mukundat Sakrutaya Visrusapatyapati Anyaloka Vyasrujadakruta Cheta Kim Na Sandreyam Asmin Visrujasirasi Padam Vidami Aham Chatukarai Anunaya Vidusate Bhetyo Dautavar Mukundat Swakruta Iha Visrusta Patya Patya Nyoloka Vyasrujad Kruta Cheta King Nu Sandheyamasmi Sanin Visruja Sirasi Padang Vedamehang Chatukarair Anunaya Vidushmati Smesya Dotya Rukurnat Swakrutaya Visusta Patya Patya Nyaloka Vyasujadakuta Cheta Kingnu Musandhima Sandhyam Smin. Prabhu, you can try. Okay. Suja Sirasi Padam Vedamiyam Chatukarair Ananya Vidusati Vidadair Mukundat sakrita iya visita patya iti anyaya loka. Vyasruja dakrita cheta kim asamnavasmin. Okay, what you are meaning? Visruja, let go of. Shirasi, held on your head. Padam, my foot. Vedmi, no. Aham, I. Chatukarai, with flattering words. Anunaya, in the art of conciliation. Vidusu, Vidusaha, who are expert. Te, of you. Abhyetya, having learned. Dautai, by acting as a messenger. Mukundat, from Krishna. Swa, for his own. Krute, sake. Iha, in this life. Visrusta, who have abandoned. Apatya, children. Pati, husbands. Anya lokaha, and everyone else. Vyasrujat, he abandoned. Akruta chetaha, ungrateful. Kim nu, why indeed? Sandhyam, should I make reconciliation? Asmin, with him. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, disciple ki jai. Keep your head off my feet. I know what you are doing. You expertly learned diplomacy from Mukunda. And now you come as his messenger with flattering words. But he abandoned those who for his sake alone gave up their children, husbands, and all other relations. He is simply ungrateful. Why should I make up with him now? Purport. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, this verse illustrates the qualities of Sanjalpa as described by Srila Rupa Goswami in the following verse of his Ujjala Nilamani 14.190. Solunthaya gahanaya kakayapi akhepa mudraya tasya kruta agyantadi ukti sanjalpaha kathito buddhai. Meaning, the learned describes sanjalpa as that speech which decries with deep irony and insulting gestures the beloved's unforgetfulness and so on. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti points out that the word the and so on implies the perception in one's lover of hard-heartedness, of an inimical attitude, and of a complete lack of love. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakkhurmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeyam Shri Guru Sagrastam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Sagana Lalita Shri Visaka Nitangcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchani Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Bhusavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalpatari Vyasa Chakrupa Sindhu Vacha Putitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālaṁ pangu langayati girim Yatkripatamang vande Gurudeva Dinatarine Yatkripatamang vande Paramananda Madhavam. So this verse is stating is expressing the mental agony of Srimati Radharani. When Uddhava has come from Lord Sri Krishna as a messenger for Radharani, for the gopis, for cowherd boys, for all Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Maya, and for all inhabitants of Vrindavan, the messenger who has carried some message from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as Rasaraja. Here, as a messenger, he is trying to pacify as much as possible, to change the mind of everyone's who are very bereft of Krishna's love, transcendental love, for which they are dying. How is it possible for Uddhava, who can console, who is trying to reconciliations with Radharani? He is suggesting, he is trying to pacify him. Oh, dear Radharani, you forget Krishna and all these things. How is it possible? That is what Radharani is expressing here. What he is telling? A particular word she is using. She is using, you expertly learned diplomacy from Mukunda. You expertly learned diplomacy. You are doing diplomacy with me. Radharani is chastising to whom? Uddhava. Saying, are you doing something diplomacy with me? You the crooked one, because you are the friend of Krishna, who is the cheat of all cheaters. Krishna is the cheat of all cheaters. Krishna is known as Supreme Personality of Godhead. What do you mean by Supreme? Supreme means who is topmost in every respect. If someone tries to cheat Krishna, he is the greatest cheat. Hari se tadhanam sanaim. Like, his name is Hari. Hari means who takes away. Who takes away. Hari se tadhanam Sanai tato adhanam tajyanti asya swajana dukha dukhita jasyam anugranami harisya tadhanam sanai. Krishna says, to whomever I become pleased, or if I am very pleased with you, or Krishna, if he is very pleased with you, he'll take away everything from you. All your bank balance, all your belongings, all your relatives, all your friend circles, or your whatever, so many assets, whatever you have, he will slowly, I will take away. And you live behind only Krishna, call only Krishna, with his transcendental love. Take, for example, of Srila Prabhupada. He had a very nice company, a chemical company. And he was earning good, and he had a very good status in the society. But what happened? All of a sudden, slowly, what happened? Krishna took away everything from him. There was a loss in business, and then he could not manage the business. Means it was very great loss. And not only that, even his own wife, she didn't assist with Prabhupada in devotional life. So then Srila Prabhupada realized, now this is the time to leave for preaching. Of course, his spiritual master came, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami. He came 3 times in his dream. So then, this time, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur inspired him, oh, this is right now, this is the time for you, you can live your family life. And then Prabhupada renounced everything and he went to Vrindavan. There, he studied scrutinizingly all the scriptures for 10 years before coming to America. Srila Prabhupada, he skimmed off all the main part of all the scriptures. Like on the milk, in the milk, if you boil for long times, what will happen? There will be one coating will formed. There will be one coating will be formed. That is the main part of the milk. Sometimes you have to skim up. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada, he studied all the Vedic literatures. And what are the main things, summary, or the important points, he collected and he presented in his purpose. That is why Prabhupada's transcendental books are very, very auspicious and it is selling very hot. Why? Because he presented everything as it is. He didn't change anything like others. So anyway, so what we are trying to say, then renunciation means how the renunciation develops. Here, Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, he is the supreme in every respect. Like, there are 6 qualities. What are the 6 qualities, Vibhu Prabhu, that Krishna has? That 6 opulences. Then, if you have that 6 opulences, you will be also called as a God. Or you will be also called as a Bhagavan. Jasyasri, Sri, what is that verse? Jasyasri, Sri, Asyarjasya Samagrasya, Virjasya Jasyasya Sriya. Jnana Vairagyam Itinganam, Sanam Bhaga Itinganam. 6. Asyarja, full of opulence. Krishna had full of opulence. He is the richest of riches. Wow. Like a Lakshmi Sahasra Satasamram Sebhyamanam Govindam Adi Purusham Tabham Gojami. 1,000 of Lakshmis are serving his lotus feet. So where is the question of poverty? Or where is the question of lack of wealth? So therefore he was full of opulence. Okay? And just see, then he was full of beauty. His beauty is super excellent. His complexion is like, what is that? His complexion is just like cloud in the sky. Cloud, darkened cloud. So that type of color is very, very attractive color. Yes, 1,000 times of more beautiful than Cupid. Yeah, that is why his name is Madana Mohana Mohini. Madana Mohana is the, so that means, so that more than Cupid attracts everyone. Krishna attracts even more thousand, you said thousand of more than Cupids, okay? And Radharani is known as Madana Mohana Mohini. Radharani attracts the mind of Srimati Radharani attracts the mind of Krishna. So that is why in Nectar of Devotion it is stated Madana Mohana Mohini Radharani. Anyway, so like that, he is total beauty. And he has total fame also. Whatever Krishna did in his pastimes, beyond imagination, it is an extraordinary thing which nobody can do. Can you able to lift one Govardhan mountain in your like in a little fingers for 7 days? No. What to speak of that? You cannot lift this table with your little finger. This is beyond everything. And he was total strength also. He was very almighty. And he, as a small boy, but he was appearing. But when in the lap of his mother, he killed Putana demon. So many demons they came, he killed, by simply small baby killed. So therefore his total strength is there. Then total renunciation, total knowledge, not total wisdom. Total renunciation is what? You are not able to leave only one girlfriend. You are always thinking of her and crying and getting mad if your girlfriend is leaving you behind. But Krishna had 16,000 girlfriends in Golok Vrindavan. So why? He promised, I will come back. After completing my mission, I will come back. But he never came back. That's a total renounced. Not only that, you take the evidence in Rajasya Yajna, Bhishma Pitamaha gave certificate to whom? Gave certificate to Krishna. He said, Krishna will be the chief guest of the Rajasya Yajna. Chief guest means he should be very super excellent character. Who have super excellent character, he will be considered the chief guest of that fire sacrifice or that Rajasya Yajna. So how is it possible then? Bhishma Pitamaha said, who is there then? Who has that quality? He chose Krishna. Krishna became the chief of Rajasya Yajna. So that means he is beyond the renunciation. So he had renounced everything. He was not attached like us. So similarly, here question is coming, how Radharani is expressing her grief. She is very, very in grief because of separation from Krishna. Her eyes is considered as like a Madarakhi. Madarakhi means whose eyes in 4th canto Srimad Bhagavatam it has been stated. Those who are very highly advanced devotee, their eyes always constantly watching Krishna's beautiful face. So Radharani's eyes was like that. Madarakhi means very too much deeply absorbed in Krishna's beautiful form, without twinkling of eyes. That type of eyes is called Madarakhi. Huh? So she was always absorbed in thought of Krishna. Huh? So that is why when Uddhava is trying to say something, just forget Krishna, he is very busy and he is doing this and that, and he killed Kansa and all these things. So everything is becoming what? Unbearable for Radharani. Suppose you are in very much distress mood, okay? Distress mood. If some friend will come and say something, you know what? This happened there and that happened there, this thing happened, and my friend gave me this and that. What will happen? What will happen to you, Prabhu? You will get what? Mad. Huh? Get out from here. Get out from me. Is it not? Get the hell out of here. So like that. So similarly, Radharani is in absorbed in Krishna pastimes. And now this Uddhava is trying to disturb her. And Uddhava is putting her head also on the near the Radharani's lotus feet. Just to please her. And he says, just take out of your head. Next verse will come. Take out it of your head. Huh? I don't want to hear anything from you. Huh? Why? Krishna, what is saying? You are a diplomat. You are a very diplomat. You have come to cheat me. Huh? By just simply saying something, oh, Krishna, you are praising Krishna, or you are saying something. Huh? So like that, it is actually highest type of love. It is, highest type of love. That is what one word it has been used. This type of word is called Sanjalpa. What is that? Sanjalpa. What do you mean by Sanjalpa? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has explained in one verse, that verse, I quoted from Ujjala Nilamani. From that Ujjala Nilamani books, it has been stated here. What is that? Sanjalpa means, Sanjalpa is that a speech which decries with deep irony and insulting gesture the beloved's unforgetfulness and so on. Suppose your beloved, to whom you are loving so much, your girlfriend, suppose she has an affair with another boy, what will you feel? Very, very bad. Sometimes the people become mad. They shoot. They kill. Is it not? Or they kill themselves. They cannot tolerate. Like that. This is the situation of Radharani now. So that means, see what is stated? Ungratefulness. Krishna, oh, you are the biggest cheat. You have so many affairs with so many girls. So, we are the village girl, village maid. How could he satisfy you? But now you are after so many girls, and so many girls also after you. So you went to Dwarika, or you went to, there everything, you got married 16,108 queens. Now you have. So who can tolerate? One girl cannot tolerate if his husband or his boyfriend will go with another girls. Very unbearable for that. I have remembered one girl was, so she was crying and sobbing, and she was hearing so many music just to avoid that mental stage by losing her boyfriend. Like that. So similarly, the Radharani is getting here. So what is he saying? The learner describes Sanjalpa as the speech which decries with deep irony and insulting gesture. Insulting gesture means, suppose you are very much disturbed environmentally. What will happen? If even anybody will come in front of you, you will very like, very angry mood. Gesture. You are a very irony gesture. Like that, Radharani is also looking into Uddhava very, this very bad gesture. What is that? Insulting gesture. Get out from me. I don't keep your head here. Okay? I don't want to see your face. Because you are learned, diplomacy. What is that you have to use? Already used word, expertly learned diplomacy. You are expertly learned diplomacy. See, if a simple person is getting cheated by other, what you will feel? What will you feel, Bibu? Prabhu. So suppose one simple, Bholi Bali, you see very simple. Radharani is very simple hearted. One time, that Prabhu, Dinanath Prabhu, in Dinanath Prabhu in Vrindavan, one time he was giving class, he said, Krishna is very crooked, just like the hook, hook of a fisherman, fisherman's bait, they put some bait, as soon as a fish catch it, you picked it up, like that. Krishna is like that. That's why his form is three-bent form. He is not straight. He is very crooked. So what will happen? When you will eat, once you come in the shelter of Krishna, he will not leave you. He will hook you out. And even if you try for time being, so what will happen? You go out, now you have come Hare Krishna temple, you are staying for some days. Then what will happen? Some devotees are there. They after staying few months, they are again allured by the material nescience or material illusion. They leave the Hare Krishna temple. They go outside. They work outside and then they again, what will happen? Someday they'll think, oh, how peaceful I was. I was staying in Hare Krishna temple. I was taking nice prasadam, nice food, no tension, nothing. Oh, I am working hard. I have to give bill, so pay bill, so many things outside all. So then naturally he will again come back to Hare Krishna temple. It has happened. For so many devotees, one devotee was there in Los Angeles. Prabhupada was there. The temple president, complained about him. What that? This boy, he has gone out, again coming back, again going out. Like that 12 times he has done, Prabhupada. So then Prabhupada said to him, okay, calm down. No problem, okay? Give him affection. Give him love. Because he's in disturbed way. Disturbed mind. So similarly, it was instruction from Prabhupada to temple president. Okay. So like that. So you cannot stay. So similarly, once you are hooked by Krishna, you cannot escape out. Even though externally you can go away, your mind always will be towards Krishna. That is Krishna. Krishna is very crooked. Whereas Radharani is very simple. Very simple. So even if you show little tinge of love towards your devotional service, Radharani will look at you. This devotee is doing something. So she will help you to make your soul to go Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam it has been stated, before coming to Radharani, you must take the shelter of your Guru, and then your Guru will take your soul to and identify your soul with whom? With Sankarsana, that is Balaram, Baladev. Baladev, he will recommend for you to Radharani before entering into Golaka Vrindavan in Christian means Nitya Leela. Nitya Leela means eternal pastimes. You cannot enter directly. So you have to go through Guru, Guru to Balaram, Balaram to Radharani, Radharani to Krishna. This is the procedure. Okay? That is why in altar, when devotees they are offering prasadam or something, they cannot offer directly. They have to put their Guru's picture. So Guru will assist and Guru will collect your service and offer to Radharani and Krishna. Okay? So this is the procedure. So anyway, so here what he is telling, you are expertly learned diplomacy from Mukunda, and now you come as his messenger with flattering words. But he abandoned those who for his sake alone gave up their children, husbands, all other relatives. He is simply ungrateful. Why should I make up with him now? So you are trying to convince me, okay, just keep patience. Huh? So how can I make up with him? How can I make up with Krishna? Who is very ungrateful. Why? Because all the gopis, they abandoned everything. Their children, their husband, their no. See, when you blew flute during Rasa dance, what happened? Wherever they were, whether they were busy in household chores, or they were busy in their feeding their baby, or serving their husband, whatever they were doing, whatever household work they were doing. So what happened? As soon as they heard your flute, they left everything, they ran anything like towards you in the dead of night. They didn't care for what their husband will think, and they didn't care. They may be divorced, or they may be thrown out of the house. And what the people in the village they will say, they left everything, all shyness, everything they left for you, for your pleasure, to make you happy. So now in return, what we got? You abandoned us. You just forgot us. Then you are a very ungrateful personality. You are a very ungrateful personality. That's what they are accusing Krishna. So, what we are trying to say, if it is simple person will be cheated by one learned personality, how will you feel? How he will feel, or how she will feel? Suppose you have reposed all your faith on a very great personality, okay? But that great personality, suppose he cheated you. What will you feel? How will you feel? It will be not so much, no? It will be too much for you. Unbearable, painful things. Is it not? Okay, if minor person, somebody cheated, or a rogue or a thief, you cheated on the street, that's a different matter. You will make up your mind, oh, okay, money has gone, no problem. Okay, somebody robbed you. Okay, what will you think? Okay, it's no matter, it's okay. I'll work again tomorrow and I will make up my money, no problem. Is it? You will not feel so much. However, if suppose a very good devotee, very learned devotee in the temple, to whom you are reposing your faith so much so that, like spiritual master or anybody, suppose, if they will cheat, what will happen? How can you bear? Very too much, no? Similarly, that's what he is telling. So that means you can. That is why she is accusing Uddhava as you are a learned person. I know you are very learned, but you are a diplomacy learned. Learned diplomacy, expert in what is that? Expert in learned diplomacy. So it has been stated, if you can preach Hare Krishna, about Hare Krishna philosophy, everything to a simple person. Like specifically women are very simple-hearted. Okay? You can preach easily. But you cannot preach a learned person. Whoever having so many degrees with him, PhD and all these things, you cannot preach them easily. They will not accept your words very easily. That is why Srila Prabhupada used to say, you rascal, scientist, rascal, like this. Why he was able to say? Because it is very difficult to make them Krishna conscious. Because their mind has been so much polluted with so many mandar knowledge. So then it is very difficult to preach them. That is why there are 3 types in Bhagavad Gita. Time is there? Okay, the Bhagavad Gita it is stating 4 types of people are there. Who are those? What is that verse? Mudha, avagyanati mang mudha, prapadyante naradhama. Avagyanati mang mudha. Mudha means, those who are more, mudha means foolish. very full. Like what? Who are those? Like, if you give halwa means sweet, to a, what is that called? Hog. Huh? He will not accept. Will he accept? But he will eat stool. In Indian village, there are so many hogs are there on the street. Because even if you give that, like that, there are so many neophyte devotees also, they are not interested to hear Bhagavatam. They don't want to sit in the Bhagavatam class. Why? They are Mudha. There also you will consider as they are Mudha. Mudha means grossly foolish, like hogs. They don't want to eat any swan. Adi Prabhupada is another word is swan. Swan, they don't like to eat halwa, very nice sweets, they don't like. They like filthy things. Similarly, they are considered one type person, Mudha. Abhagyanati Mahamudha. Prapadyante Naradhama. Another type of Naradhama, those less than human beings. Like they are like demons, like Jagai Madai. Naradhama. So they want to, they don't want, even if you say them something, they will hit you in returns. Because their mind is in a apakrita, maya pratajnanam. Because their knowledge has been stolen by illusion. Okay? Another kind of people are there, they are not like political leaders, scientists, and all that's what we are discussing. Scientists, political leaders, industrialists. So these people, what they do, even if you say something, they will never accept it. Rather, they will deride. Speculation, so many speculation they will do. Krishna, Brahma, Krishna is not like that. He is in a super soul, he is same as a soul. There is no separate existence of super soul. Everything is same. Mayavada philosophy. So like this, they will. That is what Radharani is telling here. You are a learned, but you are something, you are also learned diplomacy. Learned diplomacy means you are not like this category people. Those who are very learned, but they do not know what is the basic things in your life. They don't know. Okay? So how then you may ask, how is it like that? He has so many degree, so many things, education, material education. So why, according to Prabhupada, if there is a zero, okay, there is a zero, okay, you put another zero, what will happen? No value. But if you put 1 in front of 0, what will happen? It becomes 10. Say another 0 you add, it becomes 100, 10 times. Another 0, 1000. So like that means because 1 is there, because Krishna is there, then whatever activity you do, keeping Krishna as center, that is useful. But if there is no Krishna, whatever activities you do, there is no use. So similarly, all these scientists, philosophers, politicians, what they do, whatever they do, industrialists, what they do, whatever they are doing, everything is srama eva hi kevalam. What? Useless work. Useless work. Because they have no Krishna consciousness. Okay? They have no Krishna consciousness. That's like one. So then everything is, like Prabhupada used to say, okay, there is no rice. Suppose you will not get rice or bread. Okay, you have so many industries, everything. Will you eat nut and bolt from your industry? Are you able to follow my point? Suppose there is no food at all, like what is happening in Sri Lanka, one country. There is very scarcity of food now, very high price. Even you one bottle of, no gallon of milk you cannot get like from there. So even if you have so much money, if there is no food, what will you do? Will you eat your money? Will you eat your dollar? So, like that. So, we need Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness, if it is there, everything will be there. So, this is that is anyway, this type of category peoples, like expertly learned, but Uddhava, why Uddhava has come here? Already we have discussed. Uddhava has been sent by Krishna for what purpose? He was learned, he was very things, he has all qualification. He was the student of Brihaspati. He was the student of Brihaspati. He knew everything. But one thing he was lacking of. What was that? Love of Godhead. How to love Krishna. For that reason, Krishna has sent him to Radharani to go and to Gopis. Go and learn. That qualifications he didn't have. Okay? That is why he will learn how great the love of Radharani, great love of Gopis for Krishna. Then he will realize, oh, what a great fool I was. I was being proud of my knowledge. I was proud of my qualification. I was proud of my designations. Huh? So everything, it was false. It was a falsity. That he will realize. That is why Krishna has sent him here. Okay? So, this is all about it. And Sanjalpa, I already explained you what is Sanjalpa. Sanjalpa means, so that means out of intense love. If something happened to you, to whom you are loving so much, the words, whatever it comes out of frustration, that is called Sanjalpa. That is called Sanjalpa. That is what Radharani is using here. Okay? Don't think that means she is chastising Krishna. That means she doesn't love Krishna. No. This is the highest type of another form of love. This is chastisement also another form of love. Just like, for example, you are a father and you are chastising your son. If your son will think, oh, this man is not good, always beating me, always chastising me, is telling something me. That is the poor fund of knowledge from your son. But externally it looks like that. But internally, if somebody other person, what he will think? Oh, because he is loving so much to his son, he is trying to correct him. He is trying to give his love in this way. So similarly, because Radharani is loving so much so that to Krishna, whatever she is using, those words and those actions, everything, it is nothing but a form of love, intense love. Okay? This is an intense love. Okay? All right, so we'll stop here. Let us take any question, answer, any points to discuss, any comments. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you mentioned that Radharani put so much faith in Krishna and then Krishna left, and more often than
what?
Radharani put so much faith in Krishna.
So much feeling.
Faith in Krishna.
So faith in Krishna.
Dedicated everything, all the gopis did. And then Krishna left for Mathura and Dwarka and more often than not, we see that we put faith in something, and eventually, you mentioned sometimes devotees that might happen to. More often than not, that we do get disappointed. The expectations are not met. So, where do we take shelter then? Where do we take shelter then? See, Radharani is still maintaining her Krishna consciousness. You said that she's still loving Krishna. might be a different kind of taste. In chastisement, she might be loving Krishna. Uh, where do we take shelter if we put faith in something, and it's more often than not true that we do face with disappointment most of the times. So
Very good question. So where you will take shelter if you are disappointed by some to whom you are loving so much, or you are keeping faith, but they didn't respond you, or they cheated you or something, then where you will take shelter? Like that. This is the question, is it not? Well, Lord Chaitanya, what he said? আমি বিনা বন্ধু কে আছে তোমার? Who is your real friend without me in this material world? You analyze everything, every person, huh? Every person is around you, so-called relatives, friends, sons, daughters, wife, huh? Who are in anybody in society. So everybody are self-oriented. No, very hardly you will find any true friend. As long as you have money, everybody will be around you. As long as you have body strength, everybody will obey you and everything. What will happen at the age when you will become old? Huh? Everybody will start hating you because you are invalid now. You are not able to do anything. Huh? Maybe hardly some persons, they may show compassion to you. Or I'm not saying there is zero, but there are someone will be there. But this is the natural things happening in material world. So that is why Lord Chaitanya says, Ami vina bandhu kya chitumar, who is your real friend without me? So only solace, only taking shelter is the lotus feet of Krishna. Although Krishna appears, he is ungrateful toward the eyes of devotee, like pure devotee, like that. This is just like I told you, this is a type of form of love. It's not really, Radharani is not really is cursing Krishna or doing, but it's a type of love. When your son or daughter will do something wrong, how will you feel? You will become mad, no? So that is what. But that doesn't mean you don't love to your son or daughter. No, love is there, but in different form. Like milk is there in different form. Like in sweet also milk is there. In the yogurt, milk is also there, but it's a different form. Love is transformed. So only shelter is Krishna, nobody else. That is what I can say. This is that. So that is why to get Krishna's shelter, you must take shelter of your Guru, bona fide Guru. Prabhupada has used always bona fide Guru shelter is required. Then you can what? Then because Krishna is coming through your Guru. Guru is your external form of Krishna. And internal Guru is also there inside you. There are two types of Guru. One is Chaitya Guru, another is Bhaya Guru. Chaitya Guru is inside as super soul. Krishna is sitting in your heart. That is Chaitya Guru. He is detecting, do this, do that. He is guiding, he is witnessing. Whatever your action you are doing, witnessing. But another Guru, that externally, your Guru Maharaj, spiritual master. Okay? Your spiritual master is there to guide you. That is what. You have to take shelter of your Guru and Krishna and Sadhu. Sadhu, Guru, Shastra. Chitete kare akhaya. Means you have to Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Three things. Take shelter of this. Scripture, your third eye is scripture. What scripture is telling. Then what Guru is telling. What devotees are telling. Pure devotees are telling. They are the real friend of you. Okay? Okay? Anything else, Prabhu? Ask whatever coming to your mind.
How long was Krishna away?
How long is Krishna?
How long was he away from the gopis for his mission? Did he ever come back?
He never came back.
He never came back.
But he was always with them.
Yeah.
Wow.
His opulence and his
If they are
grace.
in their thoughts.
Yeah.
When,
Yes.
because see, when even if you go to downtown, you're always you're thinking about, oh, Kishore, how is beautiful. Oh, everything. That means you are carrying that thought,
Yeah.
That means as if Krishna is always with you. For example, you are going to other countries, you are traveling, but you are thinking, there also in Australia, suppose you are there. In Australia, you are thinking of your girlfriend. All the times you are thinking, oh, so what she will be doing? What, she will be in trouble. She will be doing this, that. Okay? So that means you are carrying her in your mind.
Yeah.
In other words, your girlfriend is always with you. So similarly, Krishna also declared in scripture, Bhagavatam, it has means natatra kaschin gataha, means he never goes away from Vrindavan for one step even to out of Vrindavan. He is always residing in Vrindavan. So that is why Krishna one time told to Radharani, when Radharani was in very much in Morris, when Krishna is living, Radharani, he had said, oh, Radhe, I will be always in front of you. Whenever you will think of me, whenever you will call me, I will be beside you. So Krishna was always in Vrindavan. He never left Vrindavan. Okay, got it? Yes. And one time also, Krishna came, that is what when chariot festival we are doing.
Yeah.
Chariot festival. When Krishna came to Kurukshetra, there was a solar eclipse. That time, everybody came to have a dip in the river. There is a river. So everybody, because as a holy dip, then in that time. Then Krishna came also. Krishna, Balaram, everybody came from Dwarika. During that time, all the gopis, all the Radharani, everybody, they went there. Where? To see Krishna. So then, by seeing Krishna, they requested, Krishna, please come to Vrindavan. So now we will take you with you. That is why, that is what chariot festival is. So when Jagannath, Baladeva, Subhadra is sitting, so we are pulling towards to Vrindavan. Okay?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
And then
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Mataji, anything? Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Yes.
You had mentioned that, one could feel much greater disappointment if one is let down by a devotee that one looks up to, as opposed to, somebody on the street performing some misdeed to one. So I was just thinking more deeply about that. And in one sense, there's always the expectation of receiving something from somebody if one is giving something. So, Srimati Radharani talking about Krishna being ungrateful for the love he's received is interesting because, from things that Krishna has said, it's indicated that the gopis need to be satisfied with the acts that they've performed, that needs to be their satisfaction. And it's like that. One has to be satisfied with one's own love that one's giving, so to speak, or one's own act, a loving act, as opposed to looking for something from in reciprocation. You can't really be doing that. So I was just thinking a little bit more deeply about that, it would seem that the satisfaction just has to be, an internal satisfaction with the loving acts one is performing or one's own positive feelings towards somebody. One can't be taking it the other way of looking what's coming back. So I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there is in Nectar of Instruction, it is very nice verse. What is that? Dadati pratignati. Devotees, what they do? They give and take. What is that? They give and take. Whenever you love somebody, you want to love somebody, what you have to do? You have to give something, some nice gift or something. First you will doing some conversation, then you will present some gift, like that. Then you can expect her love or his love, is it not? So like that, devotee case also, like Gopi's case, Mataji was telling, like that. So dadati means they used to, devotees, whenever anybody, guest comes, they give some prasadam. What? Dadati, they give something. And why? They want to get some what? In return, what will happen? Devotee wants that an unknown person should be convinced about Krishna consciousness. That is the main attraction. So that means we have to give our prasadam, then we can attract a visitor. That is what Prabhupada did, such a great movement. How it was started? One time Prabhupada, he gave lecture, nobody was there interested in lecture. They are simply sitting, they are running away. Then Prabhupada revised this idea. What? Krishna is means prasadam is non-different from Krishna. So then when he cooked very nicely and offered to Krishna and gave them, that happened, miracle things. So many people, they become devotee because of prasadam. So dadati pratignati. Yeah, very nice. And of course, in Gopi's case, Mataji, in Gopi's case, they didn't want anything return. They want to give everything. Okay, Krishna, you be pleased. For example, one story. You want to hear? Very nice story. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, what has happened? One time, Narada Muni was thinking, I am a great devotee. I am a great devotee of Krishna. Okay? He had some little egoism, Then one time, to crush his ego, what happened in Krishna, one time he was sleeping in his bed. He told his watchman, the doorman, don't allow anybody to come inside. Okay? Then he pretended that he has so much fever. Okay? Then when Narada Muni came, doorman said, Prabhu, you cannot enter today. It is instruction from Krishna. Why? I am Narada. I can go anywhere. I can meet Krishna anytime. What's wrong? No, Krishna has fever. Very great fever. You cannot go there. Cannot go and disturb him. So then, no. Okay, you go and tell Narada has come. Narada has come. So then doorman went inside, asked, Narada is there in the door. Okay, Krishna said, okay, let him come in. Then when Narada Muni came inside, at that time what happened? Krishna said, I have so much headache, so many fever. Narada, can you do one favor? You are great, you are my great devotee. So can you give the dust of your feet so that I can smear on my forehead? Then my fever will go away. Narada Muni said, what you are saying? I will give dust from my feet, and you are my Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you want me to give my dust of my feet, and you will be cured? No, 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 no. I want to go to hell. You want me to go hell and everything? So what is this? Then he said, no, I cannot do that. Okay, then do one thing. Go and around, find out whoever can give me the dust of his feet. Then I will put on my forehead. Then I will be cured. Then Narada Muni went everywhere. He could have, nobody was agreed. Then he went to gopis, finally. Gopis, they, what did they say? Gopis, as soon as they, oh, Narada Muni, how is our Krishna? Oh, Krishna is very much sick. He has fever. Huh? Our Krishna is in fever? No. So, how can he, when he will be cured? And how can he be cured? No, you do one thing. If anybody you will give the dust of their feet, then Krishna will smear on his forehead, then he will be okay. Gopi said, this is the only things? Okay, come on, take our dust, whatever you like. Then he do. Narada Muni was astonished. What are you speaking of? You know what will happen to you if you give dust and it will put on the forehead of Krishna? You will go to hell, and there is so many type of hells, in Yamaraj. So what will happen? You will not have any body, anything. You will be perfect of body and will be suffer anything like. Whatever may to happen to us, we don't care. So let our Krishna will be pleased. Let our Krishna will be cured. Narada Muni is astonished. So that is what. So that is called dedication, surrenderness to Krishna. Okay? Surrender to Krishna. What? So whatever happened to me, I don't care. Let Krishna be pleased. I want to give everything, but I don't want to return anything. Na dhanam, na janam, na kavitam, sundarim, na kavitam, jagadisha kamaya. Lord Chaitanya says, I don't want anything, no beautiful woman, no follower, no position, no power, nothing. I don't want to care anything. So what I mean? I want to serve you. That is our tendency, pure devotee's tendency. They don't expect anything from Krishna. They want to offer to Krishna. But in return, Krishna gives everything. Remember, if you put one step towards Krishna, Krishna will put 10 steps towards you. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Nice to see you, Prabhu.
Nice to see
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Nathanam na janam na sundarim kavitam ya jagatisa kamaye
Mama Janmani.
mama janmani janmaishar
Bhakti Rahiti.
Bhagavad Bhaktir ahaitukik.
Tvai.
Right? Ahaituk is the word, right?
Very
so
good.
with no expectation, we just give.
Good. There is no expectation. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, very good. Okay, we will stop here. I think it is 2 minutes late. Okay. All right. Thank you for coming to Srimad Bhagavatam class. Hope you have got something and try to implement in your life. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Bhagavatam ki jai. Pancha kalpatari vyasacha, kripa sindhuye vacha, patitanam pavenevyo, vaishnavyo namo namo. Hare Krishna.